A Supreme Court justice sentenced Prince Hepburn to 60 years in prison today for the shocking hacking death of his romantic interest, Miss Nellie Brown Cox.
Now today, our Jiminita Swain was in court for the sentencing, during which time the trial judge explained the key determining factor in her decision.
There was no visible reaction from murder convict Prince Hepburn when he was sentenced to serve 57 years in prison for the murder of his former lover, Nellie Brown Cox. Hepburn was convicted in March for murder. The death penalty was not sought in the case. Justice Indra Charles, in her summation, said one thing in the evidence from another witness which stuck out was that Hepburn could have walked away from the relationship just as he did from his wife and children. She said Hepburn did not express any remorse, nor did he take responsibility for his actions. Despite the reports presented by previous witnesses that describe Hepburn as honest, good-natured, and mild-mannered, Justice Charles concluded that he was a danger to society and said the court must send a strong message that criminality will not be tolerated. With that, Hepburn was sentenced to 60 years in prison, which was reduced to 57 years, minusing the 3 years already spent in jail. Hepburn's attorney, Muriel DeSeal, in his mitigation plea, told the court that his client is 51 years old and has never run afoul of the law. He said the Crown did not present anything to suggest Hepburn's responsibility was not diminished. Brown Cox, the former president of the Bahamas Heart Association, was found dead in an apartment on Bougainvillea Boulevard, South Beach, with multiple stab wounds. Both she and Hepburn were involved in an extramarital affair. Outside of court, Clementina Brown says the sentence won't bring her sister back, and the family does not want an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth, and they've already forgiven Hepburn. She said now her sister can finally rest in peace, and they're happy with the sentence. But she's concerned that Hepburn never showed any remorse for the crime. Also outside of court, Attorney DeSeal did not comment on the sentence, but said more emphasis should have been placed on Hepburn's mental health.
We're not saying that he should have gone with impunity. That does not really arise. But he ought not to be punished in the normal course of things because the circumstances were not normal.
Attorney DeSeal says an appeal has already been filed against the conviction of Prince Hepburn in the death of Nellie Brown Cox. Jiminita Swain, ZNS Network News.